Hi everyone, welcome back. Today, well, you saw in the title, we're going to be making flowers. I know I've done a few flower videos and I'm addicted, okay? I'm addicted. We're going to be making something similar to this. All these flowers are going to be handmade, so none of them will be the same. Now, I'll show what you're going to need. You're going to need needle. I'm using this one and I got this from Roses. It was $1, I believe, and I got it because it has these big needles in there, and I'm going to be using those for junk journals. Some thread, it doesn't matter the color, and we're going to be using this ribbon that I got from Wally World. It's 10 yards, and I paid $2 for it. It was on sale. I really was hoping it was $1, but I mean, sometimes you can't get lucky. All right, I've already threaded my needle. We're going to be using this, and as you can see, I ruined it already. Not with this project. I was trying to do another project and didn't turn out well, so I just took out the stitching, and now we're going to work on this. Now, what you want to do, or what I've done, is I just kind of do the width of my thumb, my left thumb, and I add a few inches to it. Nicholas is trying to escape out of his crate. So you see, right there. And this does not have to be perfect, as you saw. It doesn't look perfect, but I love it. I love it. The more and more flowers I do, the more and more I'm like, ooh, fabric. Yes, I'm going to try a lot of projects with fabric. When you see this video, I think I'll be in Texas. But if not, I am days away from moving, and I should really be packing, doing the finishing touches. But I feel like I need to craft, because I feel like once I get back to Texas and once I actually do the role of not having a job, I may fall into a bit of awkward depression. So I'm going to try and keep myself busy. I will be entering school probably the fall of 2018, because my passion is still to educate, and that's what I want to do. Alright, so now we've made this kind of squanchy, folded over. This is a very easy thing to do. And so now what I am doing is I've switched hands because I'm left-handed, and I need to control my scissors. So what I'm going to try and do is do this in one cut. And you see right here, these are going to be the petals. So I want to kind of go down a little bit and make my thumb imprint on this. Now, a lot of people that I've watched on YouTube do it totally different, and that is okay. You don't have to do it the same, because it's your project, not my project, but I'm just showing you how I do it. Now, if I was as much of a hoarder as I say I am, I would be like, ooh, I can try to do something with this. The only thing I want to try to do with that is make sure I put it in the trash, okay? So I have a little bag that I filled up. And now once you release this, this is how it should look. Does not have to be perfect. Does not have to be perfect. Remember that. All right. The one thing that I will tell you, when you're doing this project, you want to start on the ugly side with your needle. Whatever side you don't want to be shown is the ugly side, okay? So this is the shiny portion. So I want to put my needle in through the back of the non-shiny. Okay? One day I'm going to get a lighter and I'm going to cinch those, and that'll probably be today. I need to run a few errands. So now what we're doing is we're going to do a running stitch, and I'm going to show you the whole entire way, I believe. And you want to try to make them even as possible, but you don't have to beat yourself up if it's not a perfectly evened stitch. When you do a few stitches, a few of the running stitches, you want to go ahead and pull your thread all the way through. Once you pull your thread all the way through, you want to stop it about this much, maybe 2 inches. And the reason why you're stopping is because you're going to use this as like a gathering or a cinching string or strand. And then you continue to do your running stitch, okay? It's raining here today. So this week it was 70. I'm not sure when you're going to see this video, but it's December 2017. I want to say Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It was high 60s, low 70s. So it's like t-shirt and shorts weather, right? Wednesday and Thursday, it rained a bit. And Friday going into Saturday, today is Saturday, the weekend before Christmas, it's supposed to get cold. So today is supposed to get in the 60s to 50s. Sunday, tomorrow, it's supposed to get really cold. So much so that it's supposed to snow. I've lived here a few years now, and this is the first time it snowed before Christmas, and now it's saying it's going to snow on Christmas. I don't know. Global warming, I don't know. My aunt said it's supposed to snow in Houston again, too. I'm like, what is going on? As long as it's snowing in the spots that it's supposed to snow, I guess I shouldn't complain and say global warming. But something is going on. And so this is all you do. You just do a running stitch. I like this needle also because it's big and I'm able to control it a lot better than the smaller needle I showed you in the past. So that's why I switched to a large needle, not only for the eye pin to thread the eye of the needle in, but also it's just thicker, and I like that. I have a lot more control with it. And so now we're just creating these running stitches. You know, I have a few books. A few. Wow. I have a few books, and I think, well, I'm sure that when people design or write books, they write books for you to read the whole entire thing, not skim through pages and not read it. So I think what I'm going to do in 2018 is read a craft book from start to finish. And then I'm going to tag the pages that I want to craft, and then we will craft, because I have that book, that card making book by Judy Watanabe. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And she has really good information in there. But I've only been thumbing through the book trying to find the things that I like the most. Okay, now you see how I just got to the end? What I am going to do is I'm going to come back out on the pretty side, and I'm going to tell you why. Alright? Alright. So now we have threaded this entire ribbon, and make sure your thread doesn't bunch up like it's doing on me. You want it to bunch, but not right now at the end. So I'm just running my hand through and straightening it up, and I'm going to pull my end just a little bit, just a smidgen. Alright, so now we are finished with our running stitch for this fabric flower that we're going to make. And we have our edge right here, and we still have our our threaded end on this portion. Now what you're going to do is you're going to gently push, gently push, gently push. All right. You're just gently gathering, basically. Gently gather your ribbon all to the very end of this. And see how my tail has started to pull in? I want to pull my tail back out. And the flower itself is almost made. You just want to make sure that it's not twisted up on you. I mean, if you want to twist and turn, you can. I mean, it's your project, not my project. But I don't want mine to do that. And so we have it just like this. And this is fairly simple to do. This is a project that I actually think that I could probably sit and watch real TV, like a TV show, and not screw it up, because I can glance down from time to time and make sure I'm doing it right. Now, what we are going to do right here is we're going to gather these two ends together. And I don't want to have a big open circle in the middle of my flower, so I am okay with gathering it as tight as possible, okay? You don't want to pull on your thread too much because you don't want it to tear or break. And the reason why I want this end to be here is because when I connect these two together, I want one to fold over and one to go under. It doesn't really matter if you don't do it that way, but I think it makes the flower look better, as well as, see, so you only have that one and it's gathered and folded over now. As well as if you had a lighter and you could cinch the ends, or if you had a cincher. I'm quite sure they have a real tool out there that you do. It's probably a lighter renamed for something else. And I'm going to just put four knots. So I'm just making a knot, a square knot, actually, I guess that's what you call it. I think it's a square knot. Yeah. If not, that's what I'm calling it today. All right. So we've tied those knots in. All right. And now we're going to cut it. I'll cut this thread off. And I didn't cut it short because I still want to show it to you all. But that's how it would be. And now, see, since we got one up and one down, we're just going to tuck that. And now we're going to go around and we're going to fluff it out just a little bit, as much as possible, with the play or the give that we have in that little circle that we have. And do that a few times. And you are done with your awesome flower. Now, some videos on YouTube have ladies burning the edges and all that stuff. And if you are into that, by all means, go for it. Some of you that watch my videos are much more advanced crafters than I am. And I do appreciate you watching the video and commenting. I appreciate all your input. It means a lot to me. And I do read the comments and respond. Lately I haven't been able to respond as quickly, but I do go back and respond unless it's like unless I miss it. So there you have it. Just gonna dig out a button to show you how it could look with a center of a button. Now look at that. This is gorgeous. Super pretty. And even though this is white, it looks very satin, shiny. So I think we are done. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, let me know if you make fabric flowers. And if you haven't made a fabric flower, make one and tell me if you're not addicted. And if you do make fabric flowers, is that what you do in your pastime? Because I think that this is going to be my new favorite pastime creation. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Happy crafting.